Namaste YouTube Coven. Welcome back to the mat and welcome to day 6 of our 12 days of Witchmas. In today's practice, my loves, we are going to move to celebrate and honour the full moon. Now, in today's practice, we're going to work through some really beautiful hip opening poses, some strong warrior poses before playing around with some balance transitions. It's going to be so beautiful, connecting with the powerful energy that is the full moon. So witches, to begin, you're going to come to lie all the way flat on the back, reaching your arms up and overhead, taking a beautiful deep breath in through the nose. And then on your breath out, you're going to bend into the knees, bringing the bottom of the feet to touch and allow the knees to fall open to the side. You can allow the hands to rest to the belly or maybe to the inner thighs, coming in to a supine Baddha Konasana. Moving into the space of our practice today by taking a beautiful deep breath in through the nose and a slow breath all the way out. Spending a few moments here, just finding balance between inhales and exhales, allowing yourself to anchor here into the present moment. Now, as we are honouring the full moon, you might have recognised over the past few days that maybe your emotions have felt a little bit more overwhelming or out of control, maybe been having some crazy dreams, and that is that full moon energy, witches. And this full moon, especially the last full moon of 2024, is a powerful one. So before we start to explore any more movement, I invite you to set yourself an intention for next year, harnessing the energy of this full moon and directing it towards your intention for 2025. So maybe something you want to invite in or release, maybe something you want to conquer, manifest, anything at all. But set your intention here in the mind and then seal it with your breath. Before all together, we take a deep breath in through the nose and a slow breath out. Bring those arms into a T shape. On your next inhale, we're going to bring the knees to touch, and from here, I'm going to lift the feet up and then allow the knees to fall over to the right hand side. Your gaze comes to the left, coming into a really beautiful and gentle twist. Beautiful. Inhale, draw the knees back through center. Exhale, switch your twist. Knees going to fall to the left hand side. Gaze going to float to the right. Inhale, loves. We're going to bring the knees back into the center. Before we come to our into our happy baby pose, we're going to start to take some hip circles. You're going to bring the hands to the top of the knees. The big toes are going to come to touch. On your inhale, draw the knees towards the chest. On your exhale, separate the legs and begin to draw a circle away from you. Inhale, knees to the chest. Exhale, draw that circle away from you. Taking it once more like this. Before we reverse the circles, so move the knees away from you and then separate the legs as you draw a circle back towards you, taking it 2 more times. Beautiful. And then this time I'm going to draw the knees to the chest. Option 1, you can take the hands underneath the legs, separating the legs and pressing the lower spine down. Or if you have it in your practice, take hold of the outside of the feet today, witches, you can do so. Coming into your happy baby variation. Remembering one variation is not greater than the other. It completely depends on how you're feeling. Five more breaths. Keep pressing that lower spine down. Before we take a deep breath in through the nose. And on your breath out, bring the feet to touch, bring the knees to touch, lifting the shoulders, lift the head, giving yourself a little cuddle. And then from here, we're going to start to wake up the core by finding some rocks forwards and backwards. So start to build up a little bit of momentum, massaging up that spine. And then rocking over the ankles, over the knees to come and meet me in a tabletop position. Now from tabletop, we're going to extend that right leg behind us and slide it over to the left-hand side. Option 1, gaze over the left shoulder. Option 2, walk your hands to the left-hand side and gaze back here, so deepening that side body stretch. Taking one more deep breath in. Beautiful breath out, hands back to the center as we relax the right knee. Extend the left leg behind you, taking a deep breath in. Breath out, walk it over to the right hand side of your mat. Option to gaze over that right shoulder. Option to walk the hands to the right hand side. Holding for 3, for 2, and for 1. Beautiful. Hands back into the center. Relax left knee down. Taking a few gorgeous cat-cows here. Inhale to drop that chest, open up the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale to round into the spine, push the ceiling away. Inhale, drop the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale to round. Yes, taking it once more. Beautiful. Before we briefly send hips back to the heels, walk the hands out and lift the elbows up. Coming into a bit of an activated child's pose here as we find a little bit of a rock from side to side. So again, waking up those hips, ready for our balances, which is going to include our tree pose and an eagle leg transition. Taking one more deep breath in. Slow breath out. On your next inhale, you're going to lift the gaze between the hands, roll the body forward, come meet me in upward facing dog, open up that heart, maybe tuck the toes under. As we inhale, exhale, beautiful, covering hips to the sky, downward facing dog, finding some movement. Now, if you've been following with me for the past 5 days, then maybe you're feeling pretty comfortable in that down dog. If it's your first time following with me today, start to become aware of how your body is feeling here, not with any judgment, but just pure awareness. As we take a deep breath in, slow breath out. On your next inhale, we're going to sweep the right leg to the sky. Exhale, bend that knee off into a split dog, challenging ourselves by squaring the shoulders to the top of the mat. Take a deep breath in. Breath out, draw the knee to the chest, step between the thumbs. Straight away from here, pivot back foot with the back of the mat. Roll the body into warrior 2. So send shoulder blades away from the ears. Sink deep into that front knee. Taking a deep breath in. Breath out, extend the front leg. Left hand slides down left leg as we pull right arm up and over. Reverse triangle. And then roll the body back into that T-shape. Front leg stays extended. Trikonasana pose. We inhale, send the right hand forward. Exhale, shoot it down. Beautiful. Inhale. On your exhale, bend into the front knee, roll back to warrior two. Before we interlock the hands behind the backs, Baddha Virabhadrasana, humble warrior. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, sink deep into the front knee and forward fold. Sinking even lower. Yes, feeling the strength of that full moon as we take a deep breath in to lift the heart. Breath out, roll the body up. We're going to bring the hands to prayer at heart center and pivot on the back toes so we come into a high lunge. 1, 2, 3, we're going to step forwards onto the left tippy toes. So giving ourselves a moment to find a little bit of grounding. So rooting down through the right leg, find your drishti as we move into a tree pose with the left leg. Remembering, balance is 90% what's going on in your mind, 5% strength, and 5% what leggings you are wearing. You know it's true. Take a deep breath in. On your breath out, we're going to start to transition into eagle balance. So we're going to send the right arm under the left, so maybe the back of the hands touch, or you can bring palms to touch. You might simply cross left leg in front of the right, coming to the toes, or start to move into a one-legged balance, finding a one hook or a double hook with the legs. Holding this balance for 5, 4, 3, 2. On your 1, untangle back into tree with the hands, with the arms, or the hands and the legs even. Taking a deep breath in. Breath out, beautiful. Untangle and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands down, step back to a plank and take a vinyasa, dropping from the top, drop from the knees, lower down. Inhale, coven, find upward facing dog. Exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Taking this flow to the other side, but before we do, remind yourself of the intention that you set for next year, what it is you're manifesting, releasing. Using that magic from our movement, set it once again in the mind, seal it with your breath. As we inhale, exhale, sweep left leg to the sky. Bend that knee off to split dog, squaring the shoulders to the top of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, draw the knee to the chest, step between the thumbs. Pivot back foot with the back of the mat as you roll into that warrior two. Sinking lovely and deep into that front knee. Take a deep breath in. Breath out, extend front leg. Right hand slides down right leg, left arm up and over. Reverse triangle. Inhale, lift the chest, bring those arms into a T shape. Exhale, shoot the left hand forward and send it down, coming into Trikonasana pose. Beautiful, bend into that front knee, roll back to warrior two. And then interlock the hands behind the back, squeeze shoulder blades together, take a deep breath in. Breath out, Baddha Virabhadrasana, humble warrior, forward fold. So you're sinking into that front knee, rooting down through that back heel. Finding that strength. On your next inhale, we halfway lift. Exhale, roll the body up. Bring the hands to prayer. From here, we're going to pivot on the back tippy toes so we come to a high lunge. And then taking those balances again, you're going to step on to the right toes. Finding that balance, ignoring how out of breath I am from all the festive treats. So rooting down through that left leg, start to find your tree pose. Ready to move into our eagle balance. This time, left arm under right. Bring the back of the hands to touch, all of the palms to touch. And then cross right leg over the left. You can stay on the tippy toes. You can lift to a one-legged balance, maybe even find a double hook. Choosing your variation. As we hold for 5, for 4, 3, 2, you've got it, and 1. Untangle with control, back into tree pose. Remember, embrace every single wobble and fall. Taking a deep breath in. Breath out, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands down. Step back to plank. From plank, take a final vinyasa. Drop from the top, drop from the knees. We left down. Inhale, find upward facing dog. Exhale, hips to the sky, down dog. Now from down dog, we're going to lower the knees. Bring the big toes to touch and take a little stretch here in child's pose for a moment. Before we start to roll the body up, coming to meet in hero's pose. Remembering, if it feels uncomfortable to sit back onto the heels, you can come to sit on the sit bones or even take this movement standing. But we're going to take some expanding cat-cows here, so opening the heart. So we're inhaling to lift the arms up and overarching into the spine, lift through the heart. Exhale to round into the spine. Inhale, coven, open up. Exhale, round, taking it a few more times. Taking it once more. Before we come back into the center, cross the ankles, move onto your sit bones. So from here, we're going to end with a little bit of grounding, as often that full moon can create some overwhelming emotions or anxieties. So we're going to bring one hand to the heart, bring the other hand to the earth beneath you. And let's start to just slow that breath down. Rebalancing inhales and exhales, feeling rebalance between the earth element, the air element. And in these final moments of our practice for day 6, once again reflect and set your intention for next year using this energy of the final full moon of 2024. Set it in the mind. Seal it with your breath. As all together we inhale and we exhale, bringing hands to prayer, thumbs between the eyebrows, that third eye as we bow low. With gratitude to ourselves for coming to the mat, with gratitude to Mother Moon for lending us her energy today, and with gratitude from me to you, thanking you for allowing me to guide you through day 6 of our 12 days of Witchmas. I really hope that you enjoyed today's short but very fun little balanced practice. This is a flow that I really do invite you to come back to whenever you feel like you just need a bit of a full body stretch and a bit of a reset into the mind. If you like today's practice, as always, I would so appreciate any kind of support for my little channel by maybe liking this video or even subscribing. And if you are new here today, just a reminder that I do post a brand new moon and full moon practice every single month. So If that is something that you really resonate with, that you're looking for in your practice, your spiritual, your yoga practice on and off the mat, then I invite you to subscribe to the channel and keep an eye out for those. But thanking you so very much for allowing me into your journey today, and I look forward to meeting you back here again tomorrow for day 7. Blessed be, witches.